This lesson is on perimeter and circumference, and that will include the quadrilaterals we just talked about, as well as circles and triangles. So we know that the perimeter is simply the distance around a figure. And so here are several figures along with the formula for perimeter or circumference in the case of the circle. So the perimeter of a square, because a square has 4 congruent sides, we can just take 4 multiplied by whatever the side length is. If it's a rectangle where we have different lengths of sides, we're going to take 2 of the lengths plus 2 of the widths, and of course that will give us the perimeter. For a triangle, we simply have to add up the 3 sides, which we could do with any of the polygons with the exception of the circle. And the circle is a circumference and is 2 pi r, and remember for pi we use 3.14 or sometimes 22/7 to represent pi. So we're going to find the perimeter of these given figures. This should be marked as a square. So for a square, remember the perimeter, I can just take 4 times 20 because all 4 sides are congruent, and so my perimeter is 80 feet. We would measure it just with whatever the unit is on the side length. For a triangle, to find the perimeter, I would simply have to add up the sides. So 14 plus 16 plus 10, which would of course be 40 feet. Try these two on your own and then press play to see how you did. For the first, we have a rectangle, so we have these 2 sides congruent and these 2 sides congruent. So of course, to find the perimeter, I would take 2 times 11 plus 2 times 6, because there's 2 of each, which is 22 and 12, and that would give me 34 inches. So the perimeter of that rectangle is 34 inches. For my circle, I'm finding circumference, which is 2 times pi, and they've asked me to use 3.14, times r, which is 3. Remember, radius is the distance from the center to the outside of the circle. If they gave me diameter, I could just take diameter times pi. Using a calculator to multiply, I find 18.84 inches. 18.84 inches.